In this video, I am going to analyze the face of Alexandra Daddario. Alexandra Daddario is one of most famous actresses in Hollywood. So I am starting with her front profile. Her facial width to height ratio is 1.99, which is ideal, but on the higher end of it. It's a bit less feminine. Her total facial width to height ratio is 1.33, which is perfectly within the ideal range of 1.29 to 1.35. Her cheekbones are high set at 83% of her mid-face length, which is in the ideal range. Her mid-face ratio is also ideal at 1.01. Now let's look at her eye area. Her canthal tilt is 7 degrees, which is perfect, but her eye spacing ratio is perfect. Her eyes are perfectly one eye apart. Her eyebrows are perfectly low set, and her eyebrows are ideal at 18 degrees, which is also on higher end of the ideal range, which makes her more feminine. Now move on to her jaw area. Her bigonial width is 85.4% of her zygomatic width, which is perfectly in the ideal range of 81.5 to 88.5%. Her neck width is 80.4% of her bigonial width, perfectly within the ideal range. Her bitemporal width is 89.7% of her zygomatic width, which is ideal. Her chin to philtrum ratio is 2.39, which is in the ideal range of 2 to 2.5, and it is also feminine. Her mouth to nose width ratio is 1.52, which is also perfect. Her lip proportion is 1.37, which is on the lower end of the ideal range of 1.35 to 2. This says her lower lip is also thick. Her jaw frontal angle is 90.7 degrees, which is extremely perfect. Her ipsilateral alar angle is 93 degrees, which is also ideal. And the deviation between her ipsilateral alar angle and jaw frontal angle is 2.3 degrees. This makes her face more harmonious. Now I am going to point out all the flaws from her front profile. Her facial thirds are quite balanced, but we can see her lower third is a bit longer than ideal. Still, it doesn't deduct that much from her harmony. Her eye aspect ratio is 2.51, which is flawed. It is slightly lower than the ideal range of 2.55 to 3.2, which means her eyes are slightly bigger than ideal. But it is still very feminine. Her eye separation ratio is 44.4%, but the ideal range of 45 to 47.9%. So her eyes are slightly close set. It also deducts her femininity. Her medial canthal angle is 54.6 degrees, which is much higher than the ideal range of 22 to 44 degrees. Because of this flaw, her eyes look less striking. Her lower third proportion is 30.1%, which is lower than the ideal range of 31.2 to 34.5%. So she scores 91.74% for her front profile harmony. Next, her side profile. Her ramus to mandible ratio is 0.66, which is ideal. But on the masculine end, her mandibular plane angle is 19.7 degrees, which is perfect. Her submental cervical angle is 109 degrees, which is perfect. Her nasofrontal angle is 132 degrees, which is perfect and very feminine. Her nasofacial angle is 35.3 degrees, which is ideal. Her nasolabial angle is 106.6 degrees, which is perfect and within the ideal range of 96 to 118 degrees. Her mentolabial angle is 103.3 degrees, which is again perfect. Looking at her facial convexities, her glabellar facial convexity is 170.7 degrees, which is in the ideal range of 166 to 175 degrees. Her total facial convexity is 142.7 degrees, which is also perfect. Her Nasian facial convexity is 168.5 degrees, which is again perfect. Her nasomental angle is 128.4 degrees, perfect. Now, looking at her nose, her nasal projection is 0.67, which is perfect. Her nasal width to height ratio is 0.78, also perfect. And her nasal tip angle is 127.4 degrees, again perfect. Her Frankfurt line is perfect, and she has no recession on her mandible and chin area. Her orbital vector is positive, which means her eyes are deep set. Her forehead slope is 10.2 degrees, which is in the ideal range of 0 to 15 degrees, which is also feminine. And let's analyze her lip assessments. Her Ricketts E line is ideal. Her Steiner's S line is ideal. Her Holdaway H line is ideal. And Burstone B line is also ideal. And let's see her flaws from her side profile. Her gonial angle is 132 degrees, but the ideal range of 114 to 125 degrees. So it's a flaw. And this might be her biggest flaw. And her mouth to gonian line is unideal. She scores 86% for her side profile harmony. So giving 70% importance to her front profile and 30% importance to her side profile. Her total facial harmony scores 90%. Now, harmony is not everything. So let's see what her miscellaneous features look like. Her skin complexion is great, and her skin smoothness is perfect. Her hairstyle is excellent, with excellent hair texture. Her eye color is vibrant, and you know what she is known for, her bright blue eye color. She has straight white teeth. She has full lips. Her eyebrows are thick and dark enough, but she has some flaws here too. She has gummy smile. She has slightly Nasian folds. She has slight upper eyelid exposure. And her under eye area could be better. So she will get a score of 8.8 out of 10 for her miscellaneous features. Next, her sexual dimorphism. Here I have to give her dimorphism in two different aspects. First, I will give the visual score. Visually, she scores 9.6 out of 10 for dimorphism. And on the ratio-based assessments, she scores 81.65%. Here, she lost points on her facial width to height ratio, her eye separation ratio, and bigonial width. So, totally, she scores 8.17 out of 10 for her sexual dimorphism. And last but not the least, her facial angularity. In this category, her jawline visibility is Tier 2. Her cheekbone visibility is also Tier 2. Her cheekbone angularity is Tier 2. Her chin angularity is also Tier 2. Her hyoid tightness is excellent and top tier. And also, her mid-face angularity is also top tier. After all these, she scores 9 out of 10 for her facial angularity. So overall, she scores 8.96 out of 10 facially. Her total SMV without any status and fame would roughly around 9.5 out of 10. Alexandra stands at 5 feet 8 inches, which is very good height for a female. And she has one of best and one of the appealing feminine physique in the entire Hollywood industry. And SMV stands for sexual market value. It's safe to say Alexandra Daddario is Giga Stacy in real life. If you are looking for your full facial analysis like this one, consider getting my facial analysis service. The links are in the description and the pinned comment. Now, what could Alexandra Daddario could do to improve further? For upper eyelid exposure, she could do fat grafting and upper blepharoplasty. For her eye aspect ratio, she might be considering a surgery like epicanthoplasty or canthoplasty to reshape the inner or outer corners of your eyes to appear smaller. Blepharoplasty is another option, but it focuses on removing excess skin and fat to reduce hooding or puffiness, rather than changing the overall shape of the eye. After these, she will easily score above 9.2, which means she can easily be considered one of the best-looking actresses of all time. If you want your personal looks maxing plan, you should consider DM me in my Instagram. Link is in the description. That's all for today's video. Share your thought and comment who do you want to see in the next video. And don't forget, like, share and subscribe so that it can help me to grow.